What if one of the most iconic dinosaurs in history wasn't built primarily for battle but for display? For over a century, scientists have debated the true purpose of the towering plates that defined its unmistakable silhouette. Armor, temperature control, or a visual signal in a prehistoric world ruled by giants. This is the story of Stegosaurus, the armored enigma of the late Jurassic. Around 155 to 145 million years ago, during the late Jurassic period, Stegosaurus roamed vast floodplains and fern-covered landscapes. Its name means roof lizard, but nothing about this creature was simple. A massive herbivore belonging to the group Stegosauria, it carried two extraordinary features that would define its legacy: towering dorsal plates and a lethal, spike-laden tail. Most of its fossils have been discovered in the Morrison Formation of the western United States and in Portugal, allowing paleontologists to reconstruct its ancient world in remarkable detail. Physically, Stegosaurus was a heavily built quadruped stretching up to 30 feet in length and weighing between 5 and 7 tons. Its body design was unusual: shorter forelimbs, longer hind limbs, and a distinctive arched back. Despite its immense size, its skull was surprisingly small. Its brain cavity, often compared to the size of a walnut, accounted for just a fraction of its body mass, a detail that would later spark one of paleontology's most persistent myths. Small bony structures known as ossicles reinforced its throat, adding subtle but effective protection. But the true mystery lies in its plates. 17 to 22 large, kite-shaped osteoderms rose in alternating rows along its back. These plates were not fused to the skeleton but embedded within the skin, likely covered by keratin. They could exceed 2 feet in height, forming one of the most dramatic profiles in dinosaur history. And then there was the tail. Armed with 4 formidable spikes famously nicknamed the Thagomizer, Stegosaurus carried a weapon capable of inflicting serious damage. The term itself originated from a comic strip before being adopted into scientific vocabulary, an unusual journey from humor to hard science. Fossil evidence strongly supports its defensive role. Healed wounds on Stegosaurus spikes and a puncture injury found on a vertebra of Allosaurus suggest these spikes were not ornamental, they were used. As a herbivore, Stegosaurus fed on ferns, cycads, and horsetails. Its small, leaf-shaped teeth were suited for slicing rather than grinding, and some researchers believe it may have swallowed gastrolith stones that aided digestion. It was not a fast animal. With an estimated top speed of around 5 miles per hour, survival depended less on escape and more on deterrence. Fossil sites hint that these dinosaurs may have lived in groups, potentially forming collective defenses against predators such as Torvosaurus and Ceratosaurus. The scientific story of Stegosaurus began in 1877, when naturalist Arthur Lakes uncovered its first fossils in Colorado. That same year, paleontologist Othniel Charles Marsh formally described and named Stegosaurus armatus. By 1885, the first nearly complete skeleton had been discovered. Today, some of the most complete specimens, including Sophie at the Natural History Museum in London, continue to inform research and public fascination. Yet mysteries remain. The function of its plates is still debated. Early researchers believed they were armor, but their structure suggests otherwise. Other hypotheses include thermoregulation, acting as biological radiators, or visual display for mate attraction and species recognition. Among scientists, the display theory currently holds the strongest support. The second brain myth, once proposed due to an enlarged cavity in the hips, has been firmly debunked. Modern research indicates this cavity likely housed a glycogen body related to energy storage or neuromuscular support, not an auxiliary brain. Questions about its locomotion, its ability to rear up, and the precise number of valid species continue to drive ongoing research. Beyond science, Stegosaurus has embedded itself in culture. It is the official state fossil of Colorado and even inspired the iconic dorsal silhouette of Godzilla. Few dinosaurs are as instantly recognizable. And yet, the future of Stegosaurus research faces new challenges. The increasing privatization of major fossil discoveries, including high-profile specimens like Apex sold to private collectors, raises important ethical questions about scientific access and public education. Even so, research continues. Each new discovery brings us closer to understanding how this plated giant lived, moved, and defended itself in a world dominated by predators. One thing remains certain: More than 150 million years after it walked the Earth, Stegosaurus still commands attention not just as an icon of the Jurassic, but as one of paleontology's most enduring mysteries.